And what is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Acceleracers Hub for another video, guys. So for today's video, we have the next installment in the collection review series. It's been quite some time since we've done a collection review video. So the two collections that we're reviewing today belong to two members of the community named Austin and Julio. And before we jump into that, we have a pretty cool submission that's not really a collection submission, but it's still something pretty cool that was created by a fan of the series. So this is a model of the Warped Realm Hazard, Escher'S world. I mean, we all think that it's from the Warped Realm, Escher'S world. Most of you guys probably know. I'll throw a picture up. All right, guys, so here's a picture of the Escher'S World Hazard card. As you can see, it is the card that has the tracks with all the teeth on it on the side of the track, and it's just a real chaotic looking card. And this is one that I was always struggled to figure out which realm it went to, so we all kind of assumed, I think, that it went to the Warped Realm. And here is the first shot of Vitor's display of the Escher'S World Hazard card that he made. Check out this display, guys. I'm pretty sure it's like paper mache or something like that, but look at the teeth on the track. He absolutely nailed this. And here is another shot of it, sort of from an aerial view. And as you can see, it's almost built like a ramp to where you can roll cars up and down it. I love dioramas and stuff like this. I can't wait for people to start making, little snippets of realms out of, paper mache. Or, I mean, we even have 3D printed tracks now. So I'm sure all sorts of crazy possibilities are out there. And here is one last shot with the lights on of it. And I cannot get over the teeth on the side of the track, guys. Those look absolutely wicked. Huge shout out to Vitor. So big shout out to Vitor for coming up with that. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get it on the channel. He sent this to me back in, I think, like August or July or August. I can't remember. It's been a while, but I kept slipping my mind. So it's finally on the channel now for you, man. But I love any sort of like diorama or any sort of displays like that people come up with for the cars and stuff. I know Hey It's K on the subreddit has a huge diorama with a bunch of really cool, some Highway 35 figures and cars. Stuff like that is really cool. Love showing that off on the channel. And next up, we're going to be taking a look at a collection of the member of the community named Austin, who said he got back into collecting on February 25th of this past year. And he said he just wanted to get a Roadrunner, to display in his garage because he really liked the model. And he said he fell down the slippery slope of collecting all the Highway 35 cars. That's just the way it goes. You can't just have one. But let's go ahead and take a look at his collection and his display. So here is the first shot of Austin's collection. His collection of Highway 35 cars is all loose mint, blister fresh pulls. There is the carnage from ripping all of them open. And here's a faraway shot of his collection display with all of the team logos up on the wall on top of the display. It looks absolutely wicked. Let's take a closer look at it. So here we have the full loose mint set of Highway 35 cars, including up in the top left corner a Z36 custom and all of the gold cars from the DVD or VHS 2-packs, the Slingshot, the Ballistic, and the Roadrunner. And I can't say enough about this case display, guys. I really like the whole mirrored plastic concept of it. It really makes all the cars pop, being able to see, the back sides of them on the far side of the case. And here's just a closer look at some more of the cars in the set. I cannot say enough about the Highway 35's decals and color scheme. They absolutely knocked it out of the park. El Camino, the Chrysler Thunderbolt in the top with the Stingray next to it. Absolutely wicked. And here is the middle of the case. As you can see, you got power pipes up in the top, Road Rocket beneath it, then Vulture, and also a 24/7 on the left side of the Road Rocket. And it was a really nice touch to put all the POG tokens behind the cars as well. And he said that, funny story, when he was collecting, he actually forgot to pull the token out of, I think it was Power Rocket from the Road Beasts team. And he didn't realize it until he was mounting the display. And then he had to go back and buy another Power Rocket just for the token. So that is just, he said, of course, it had to be one of the more expensive ones, right? That's just how it goes. So big shout out to Austin for submitting his collection to be reviewed on the channel. Absolutely love those case displays. Something about glass cases, mirrored displays. They just look absolutely sick. But let's transition to the second collection in today's video, which belongs to Julio, who's been a member of the community for quite some time. And he actually, I think, started getting back into his collecting by buying cars from me way back in the day. But Julio has a whole bunch of loose mint cars and a couple customs and just some pretty cool stuff. He also has some Battle Force 5 items. I don't know anything about Battle Force 5 at all. Haven't seen any of it. Don't know any of the cars except for Split Wire, which I know is pretty expensive. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump into Julio's collection. And here is the overview shot of Julio's collection. And I apologize, guys. Something was up with these photos as I was editing them and putting them into the video. Some of the far away ones looked a little bit blurry. But as you can see, he's got two big full cases of Acceleracers and Highway 35 cards and a whole bunch of good stuff down in the bottom. But even with the photos being a little bit blurry, you can definitely still tell what everything is. So we have a whole bunch of loose mint Acceleracers cars. He has a full set. As you can see, there's a Chicane, Drift Tech, Spec-Tite, Reverb, Power Rage, all sorts of goodies up there. And I believe they're Battle Force 5 vehicles down in the bottom shelf. And then here is the other side of the case with the racing drones and the silencers. And once again, more Battle Force 5 vehicles down at the bottom. Could not tell you their names to save my life. And then here is the case with all the Highway 35 cars in a whole loose mint set of AR and Highway 35. That is pretty much the cream of the crop for any collector. And here is the other half of the Highway 35 case. As you can see, we got the wave rippers up on top, power pipes, Chrysler Thunderbolt, Corvette Stingray. Does it get any better than that? Those three cars really are kind of like my crown jewel, other than the slingshot car, which is just iconic. And then he also has, once again, a Z36 custom, just like Austin. That's so cool. They both have their own Z36 customs. And not only is Z36, but Julio also has a chicane custom, guys. And this is a premium looking chicane custom. I know the photo is a little bit blurry, but the decals and everything look absolutely pristine. This is definitely a premium looking custom. And then Julio has a full set of all the movies. I think there's a bunch of Battle Force 5 DVDs in there, the Acceleracers soundtrack down in the bottom left, and of course the dual driller Hyperpod. And this is just another faraway shot of the front part of the collection with, you know, the Highway 35 carrying case, all the Pogs, tokens, and of course some more Hyperpods. And then to wrap it up, a shot of the sweeper. And I think this is a Battle Force 5, what is it called? The command vehicle or the mobile transport? I really don't know what it's called. Somebody have to let me know down in the comments. But definitely two big gems. It's cool that they released a bunch of big vehicles in Battle Force 5 too. So a big shout out to Julio for submitting his collection on the channel. Definitely some really sweet items. And that custom chicane is a chef's kiss work of art. But I think, you know, guys, I think my mission is going to be to start watching Battle Force 5. I think if I've seen Highway 35 and Acceleracers, I know it's not really like a continuation of it, but they have a character named Bert, so I feel like I should know what goes on, right? So I think I'm going to try to watch through Battle Force 5. So if anybody knows where I can watch that, if it's on YouTube or, you know, Netflix or something, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, guys, big shout out to Julio, Austin, and Vitor for submitting stuff to be reviewed on the channel today in this collection review video. And if any of you guys want to see your collections featured on the Acceleracers Hub YouTube channel, shoot me an email. The email is going to be down in the description of the video. Send me some pictures of your collection that are like these, you know, very well lit, organized pictures, and maybe a small background description on, you know, what got you back into collecting, what your favorite car is, so on and so forth. Just some nice little talking points for the video. But do that, and I will definitely get you featured on the channel. It does not matter how big or small your collection is. I know we've had some behemoth collections and some more modest collections, but all collections are welcome on the channel. So be sure to go send in your collections. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the Acceleracers Hub for more Acceleracers related content. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.